Wow. Um, that marble is really confusing me right now.
Who decided that? I will be the one to decide.
Welcome back to Universe X. Tonight, morning, it's late slash early, depending on how you're looking at it. We just got new confirmation of the content that's coming in next week, and it surprises me because I'll actually just explain that after I get right into the patch notes, I guess. So let's just go over the screen cap. So you can see right here, we're getting maintenance tomorrow, and this is pretty much what we're looking at. Well, pretty much tonight, later tonight into tomorrow. So about 23 hours from now, we'll have this live. But you can see right here, they're going forward with the slime collab, which actually just very much so surprises me because I've seen that like Netmarble seems to very much so care about what we will and will not buy. Like they kept the hype banners coming for quite some time, but after Escanor, they gave us a time to slow down with Elizabeth, and then now they're giving us this, which is very interesting because a lot of the Japanese players will say that these are nice to have for collection purposes because they've only come once, they've never come back, but in terms of viability, these aren't used anywhere, like no PvE, no PvP, and that's wild. So what the details we're getting right now is that it's going to be later tonight at 10 p.m. Pacific time. So if you're on the East Coast like me, that's going to be 1 a.m. to 1 a.m., which will be 4 a.m. for us. So that's that. So details: 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross X. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Collaboration. Meliodas, Coin Shop Meliodas, the red demon melee will be added to the Platinum Coin Shop. So there you go, if you haven't gotten that. Escanor's draw, as well as Elizabeth's draw, will be ending. And then they're going to provide us more details 2 hours, 3 hours before the patch goes live, so that's cool. Now, looking at this, there's a couple characters that get introduced through here. And first we got Rimuru. If you're a fan of the anime, go ahead. I've heard that it's good from one of my close friends, but I have not looked at it myself yet. But, I mean, here we go. You can see some of the things. Passive, increases defense related stats by 8% if the hero takes damage. First move, inflicts Rupture, and the damage just keeps going up. Second move, assumes a stance which grants a debuff immunity for 1 turn, heals back 30% of the diminished HP at the start of the next turn. The next one taunts and grants debuff immunity, and does 30%. And the last one taunts, grants debuff immunity for 2 turns, and heals 50%. So, well, you got a little offense here, a little defense, and then he's got a Fate card with Meliodas, which that is what I want to see. I mean, I just want to be able to look at it. But cancels buffs and stances on one enemy, inflicts damage equal to 490% of attack, and then stuns for 1 turn. It kind of just feels like Meliodas is a little bit. I gotta see. I don't know. But I mean, there you go. That's pretty much just that. Then you got over here. You've got Million Nava, and if I mispronounce that because I don't watch, let me know. But increased crit damage by 8% per skill used, limit 10 times. So she can increase her crit damage by 80% after using 8 moves, which sounds cool, but then you look at her crit damage and it's just like, it's already kind of just chilling real low. But that being said, Firestorm, she's got spike damage, the damage scaling just goes up, and you've got Quick Wind, inflicts damage equal to 60%, attack on 1 enemy, disables ultimate moves. So that is kind of cool that she can disable ultimate moves, and it becomes AoE on rank 3. So that's kind of cool. I mean, that would be really cool if that wasn't a viable hero in PvP. But then you've got her ultimate Dragon Buster, inflicts detonate. There's 15 additional damage per orb in the target's ult gauge, which is very kind of situational, because you could want to wipe somebody off the field, but what if they already got their ult off the turn before you got this off? It literally does less damage for something you can't necessarily control. So there's that, and then there's this one. If there's one I could have, it'd be this one, because he looks really cool, and I could try to you know, put that as my representative hero. But Unbreakable Pride increases the hero's damage by 3% per skill used, which is cool because there's clearly not a cap on that. They're very, very keen to let you know when there is. So I think that's actually really cool. Inflicts weak point equal to 110% of attack on one enemy. Weak point is very, very strong, as you guys all know. Demon Melee has it, Jericho has it. Pretty cool. And you got a Dragon Cut. It decreases defense-related stats of all enemies by 20%. So 20, 30, 40. I think that little Naraka dude has something like this. I mean, it just allows more damage to happen, and then he starts damaging harder with this. And you know, you got weak point plus the defense-related debuff, so he starts probably hitting hard. I'm not sure about how to read his base stats right now. I'm just kind of vibing looking at this. And then Hellflare's his ultimate increases damage equal to 560% of attack on one enemy, decreases skill ranks, and depletes the ultimate move by the number of skill rank degrees. Okay, we have things like that. So, that's pretty much that. We have a SR, and the SR is slime form Rimuru, and you know, you just got remove buffs from one enemy and inflicts damage to like 220% of attack. So that's kind of cool. I definitely like that you can remove buffs even on an S1. Cancels buffs and stances on one enemy. That's cool too. And you've got the heal. This is literally just, I think, Green Elizabeth, except not AoE. Heals ally 1, then you know, heals ally and grants debuff immunity. That's pretty cool. Debuff immunity is always cool. And then you've got the ultimate, inflicts damage 630% of attack on one enemy, depletes 3 ult move gauge orbs. I mean, it's does more damage, I'm sure, but it's just kind of like a not AoE version of Gothers. So I mean, it's interesting. And then you have the passive Chancellor of the Jura Forest. You know, heals HP of all allies equal to 5%, diminished HP at the start of every turn. So they don't even get hit to get this, and that kind of makes it different from the Elizabeth that we currently put in the back row for healing. But all in all, you can see nothing here is like really doing too much. It's just kind of like there. Nothing is very impressive. And like I said, Japanese players will tell you none of these characters get used anymore. They're just like trophy units. Now, an interesting thing that happens here is from what I've been seeing, this collab introduces original characters. And part of the collab was the first iteration of Lilia, Bringer of Disaster. And I mean, I've looked at her skills, I think, in another video, but lots of you guys should know how she rolls. Her passive decreases all enemies' attack by 16% in PvP, marginal number, but still, it's blanket dampening of damage. You know, she's got Lucified, increases damage equal to, or inflicts damage equal to 180% on attack of, sorry, I can't talk this late, of attack on one enemy. Decreases attack-related stats by 20% for one turn. That's kind of cool. You can lessen their attack while dealing damage. And you've got this one, Requiem. Increases damage taken by all enemies by 20%. Just, you know, get more damage in, and then, you know, that's cool. And her ultimate, same thing as, is it? It's, wow. What is this? It's like almost the same thing. Almost, except his is single target, more damage, and hers is AoE, and yeah. So you have that. This unit isn't very impressive on her own, but the important part about this unit is that this unit coming means that it's only going to be so much time until we start getting, you know, this Lilia, when I can actually find her. So, I mean, and this one is the one that's crucial to the Red Demon Melee, you know, armor penetration team. So there's that. Those are the units. That is what we are currently getting on here. We are getting these 3 units, and we should be getting green Lilia from just because that's what happened on JP. Now they could change it up. They definitely could change it up. JP was a free unit. You get all 6 copies from grinding and the event. So that's cool. I think you could pull her from the collab banner as well, though. So I mean, it is what it is. We'll see about that, and we'll see how it goes if they make any alterations, just because, you know, we're not JP. However, I personally feel like this is another chance to save your diamonds. Whatever they're going to be bringing out later is probably going to be really, really massive, because I don't think their sales are going to be that good from Elizabeth and this. I gotta see how I feel about pulling. I may put a couple of multis in it just to see if I can get Benimaru, because I would really actually like to walk around as Benimaru. And that's pretty much where I stand on that. So I'm a little confused because I expected them to give us a cooldown week. I didn't expect us to get 2 cooldown weeks, and I'm no telling how long these banners will last until we see them. So it could be 3 cooldown weeks, in which case, grind, save, roll on this if this is your anime. By all means, if you love this, do this. But that's pretty much all for the news update. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you next time you decide to drop by Universe X, and make sure you check out the second account giveaway. I'll have the link in the description. And yeah, I'll keep putting out more content. Leave a subscribe if you like, and I'll see you next time.